Good morning, children. Welcome to all of you in the physics class. Today I will explain you the second video of chapter electricity of class 10th students. Today's topic is Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? When the physical conditions remains unchanged like temperature, pressure, then the scientist Ohms explained that current I and potential difference V are directly proportional to each other, which is shown in this equation. V is directly proportional to I. After taking equality sign, we write here a constant, that is R. So V upon I is equal to R, that is constant, and it is also called electrical resistance. Now moving forward, in other words, we can say that if current in the given conductor is I1, I2 and I3 and corresponding potential difference V1, V2, V3, then V1 upon I1 is equal to V2 upon I2 is equal to V3 upon I3, and that is constant, and it is called electrical resistance R. Okay. The unit of R is ohm, on the name of scientist Ohm. Ohm's law is not the universal law. Ohm's law stands for solutions, semiconductors, gases and conductors. Now moving forward, what is the definition of resistance? The property of a conductor due to which it opposes the flow of current through it is called resistance. Actually, it is electrical resistance. Now explaining more, when a current of I ampere is passed through a conductor, potential difference so produced across it end is V according to Ohm's law. V is directly proportional to I, RV is equal to IR, or V upon I is equal to R, that is constant. This is Ohm's law. Now moving forward, unit of resistance, that is volt per ampere, also called ohm, and it is denoted by Greek letter omega. Now experiment to verify Ohm's law. For doing it, look at the picture. Here a simple circuit diagram where a meter is connected in series, one battery is connected, one rheostat is connected, one jockey is connected, and a resistance is connected to the parallel to the voltmeter also. This is after taking more than 4 readings which are shown in the picture, different values of V and I, this is shown here, we get the common ratio approximately more than 2 and around near about same value. So we can say that the graph comes here between potential difference V and current I is a straight line. So this follow the Ohm's law, because V upon I ratio is constant, so it is obey the Ohm's law, and this is basic features of Ohm's law. The graph should be a straight line. Now some factors affecting resistance which are given here. What factors? First is temperature. Resistance of pure metals increases with increase in temperature. This is important thing. While resistance is like carbon, semiconductors, electrolyte decreases with increase in their temperature. Few alloys like Constantan, Magnan do not change their resistances appreciably for range of temperature. This is the reason why we use these materials as resistance for many practical purposes. Now, what is the length? R is directly proportional to the length. If length is increased, then resistance also increases. Similarly, cross section of the wire, R is inversely proportional to the cross section of the area of the wire. Now, next point is nature of the material. Suppose two wires of different materials having same length and cross sectional area have different resistances. Thus, nature of material also decides resistances. If write equation number 1, 2 together, then we find R is equal to constant L upon A, and this constant is known as electrical resistance, that is a specific resistance, that is called rho by Greek letter. So we get here one formula, R is equal to rho L upon A, where rho is a specific resistance or resistivity, and its unit is ohm meter or ohm centimeter. Both are its unit. Now, uses of resistors. Resistance of a conductor depicts the construction offered to the flow of free electrons of the atom and ions of the conductor. Conductor offering resistances are called resistors. Following are the uses of resistors. First, to control the current in the circuit. According to Ohm's law, current is equal to potential difference divided by resistance. So, resistances used in regulators of electric fans, motors, and in radio sets for volume control are all examples of variable resistances. Next use is transforming electrical energy. In electrical instruments like electric bulb, heaters, electrical energy is transformed into thermal energy, light energy, etc. Now moving forward, combination of resistances. First in series, that is shown in this diagram, when three resistances, that are R1, R2 and R3, connected to each other in series pattern along with the battery or cell, and its terminal voltage is V1, V2 and V3, then we get here, according to Ohm's law, V1 is equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2 and V3 is equal to IR3. Because V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3, after putting the value of V1, V2 and V3, we get I common, R1 plus R2 plus R3, and it is equal to the V is equal to IR. So we get the resistance value R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, that is equivalent resistances in the series pattern. Similarly, we are talking about here in parallel pattern. In parallel pattern, the resistances are connected to each other in parallel pattern, like here in this diagram, resistances R1, R2 and R3 are connected to each other in parallel pattern along with their cell, and I is the current which is passing through here. So in the parallel pattern, potential difference across A to B does not change, but due to the charge conservation law, I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3, because current is shown here. In each resistance, I1, I2 and I3 current passes. So according to charge conservation law, I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to I. After using the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR1 is equal to I2, R2 is equal to I3, R3. We get here the value of I1, I2 and I3 separately. So substituting this value in equation number 1, we get I is equal to V by R, and I is equal to this value V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3, and this value I is equal to V by R. The equation number 2nd and equation number 3rd should be equal. So we get here this equation, V upon R is equal to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. After dividing the potential difference value V, we get here 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R3. So it is the equivalent resistance formula for parallel resistances. Okay. So in this way, we can learn here the parallel formula for the equivalent resistance and series formula for the equivalent resistances. Now moving forward, get some other topics touch here. Suppose heating or thermal effect of electric current, which are given here. Heating or thermal effect of electric current. Suppose if you want to warm the water in the winter season, then you use immersion rod, geyser, or so many other things that have the electrical energy and convert it into thermal energy. So this topic explained properly in the next video. So thank you all of you for watching this video. Thanks a lot to all of you.